SuperDerek RPGs on Twitch. If you love RPGs, there's no better place for you to be in the whole world than right here, hanging out with SuperDerek. So get a snack and get comfy, because the show will be starting soon.
Guys. Whoops. There we go. Hey everybody, we'll be starting up here in just a few moments. Welcome to the stream, Chris, and Longren and Dynasty Star. Good to see you guys. Just getting a few things prepared since we're switching to a 16:9 game. I need to make some changes real quick.
Welcome to SuperDerek RPGs on Twitch. If you love RPGs, there's no better place for you to be in the whole world than right here, hanging out with SuperDerek. So get a snack and get comfy, because the show will be starting soon. SuperDerek RPGs on Twitch. If you love RPGs, there's no better place for you to be in the whole world than right here, hanging out with SuperDerek. So get a snack and get comfy, because the show will be starting soon.
Hey, Mr. Gatsby, thank you so much for that resub, dude. Thank you so much. Well, you know what? I feel like we're pretty much as prepared as we're going to get. What am I talking about? This is the most professional stream, always prepared for everything. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to SuperDerek Streams, the only show on the internet where I play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I've heard a thing or two about this game, and I've heard from like 2 or 3 people that this is like a pretty good series. That's what I've heard. Welcome to the next 100 hours of your life. I'd like to welcome everybody to the stream here so far. Let's see if I can. Looks like my chat doesn't go all the way back, but there's Lazy Guy, Chris Anthony, John Mejia, Sir Leroy's, Chris Anthony, and I already said Chris Anthony. Boom Cannon. Ooh. The Addiction to the Trails series. Hi, June Warrior. Thank you for the resub and welcome to the stream. Also, I saw Dynasty Star was here. And who else? Boom Cannon, I think I saw. Bakusan JRPG is here. And yep. Yes, Baku, I am playing Trails in the Sky. If I like games like Lunar and East and Grandia, you will like this. Well, that's a pretty good pedigree. You're gonna bring all the Trails fans. Oh no. Baku, welcome to the stream. Actually, everybody who's here, if you're not already following Baku, you definitely should be. I'm just gonna give him a quick shout out anyway. Just because that's how cool Bakusan JRPG is. He's making his way through the Yakuza Kiwami games, making his way through Kiwami 2. So make sure you check him out at some point. How about go ahead and follow him right now. That way when he starts streaming, later, you'll see him. So, I've never played Trails in the Sky at all. In fact, I think I might have seen a screenshot of it once. I've kind of been living under a rock as far as the series goes. And I really have no idea what to expect, except for the fact that I know that it has kind of a rabid fan base, so that's pretty scary. No, it's cool. I'm excited to hear and see what this is all about. Just for info, story-wise, the first game in the series starts slowly, but the conclusion makes the teenagers something. Hey, Matt Cloud, thank you for the resub, buddy, and welcome to the stream. Travelogue of the... Oh, okay. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and switch over to this scene, and we'll start getting going. What fanbase isn't rabid, though? Exactly. So, I suppose I should probably turn on the game audio here. So I'm gonna be playing this on my computer that I use to play Jukebox Hero Night with my PS4 controller on Steam. It was good knowing me. Thank you. No, I haven't done the Japanese voice mod. I can always go back and do that later, though, right? If I feel like it, like mid-game, I can do that. Oh, I know it's also on PSP, but I have heard that this is the best way to play it. So, let's see. It's always a good idea to go over these first. I went ahead and set up a 60 frames limit just because I can't stream any faster than 60, so hopefully that'll result in a better experience overall for the stream. And menu buttons, camera, 45 degree. I'm going to stick with 45 degree angles. I think you can do free rotation, but we'll stick with that. Transparency, I don't know. The one I wasn't sure about, though, was the reset, or the retry offset. Is this something that I should disable? If I leave this enabled, will I lose my street cred? You finished both versions and the PC is the superior one, if for no other reason that it's easier to get on a large screen. No, stream at 120 frames per second. I'll turn off retry offset. All right, and here let's crank that a little bit. There. in the sound effects. Alrighty then. Well, I guess there's not really anything else to do but to start the game. Alright. Normal, average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge. Hard, a difficulty setting for those who find a normal a bit lacking. Can you change this mid-stream or mid-playthrough? Nightmare, it's your funeral. May Dios be with you. No, you cannot change it midway. You went through with normal? Is normal actually challenging? It's not. Normal isn't actually easy, is it? Here, let me start recording this. There. Go ahead and go full screen again. There we go. Alright, normal is normal from what I've heard. Okay. It's challenging at first, but it soon becomes not. Okay. Okay, well I'll stick to normal though, since that seems to be the general gist here. It follows the Suikoden model of leveling up, so it's rather hard to grind your way out of trouble. Okay. Yeah, Sorake, I am playing on PC. With a controller. Alright. Normal it is. Now, I've been told that my potato computer should be able to play this okay. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. Oh, so is there no voice acting in this game? Or, oh, I guess it was a PSP game, so it's probably got select moments of voice acting. Oh, it's got none. Ooh. Alright. There can be with the mods, you can get the Japanese. And Shira's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Yeah, go ahead and DM that to me, Mr. Gatsby. Oh, I like how they denote that it's a man's voice. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Miss Stella. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Yeah, didn't she? Nope. I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothing and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? Is that a little boy in his hands? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. I went through a lot of trouble to steal this boy for you. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Does daddies usually bring home dead people? This year is called the husbando. Looks kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wound, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove. I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks like the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? He's an wait, is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl's going to get me in trouble one of these days with all of her nonsense. Actually, I just met the boy while out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. I wonder why, with all of our loud talking, he should have slept through it all. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? You're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please, just try to rest. Quick, smack his head! Make him sleep some more. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's the kind of question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the Ow! Quit yelling! All right already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you are in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite to not tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... His name is... Slim Shady. I have not addressed that yet, Stonehenge. But we can address that now. Yeah, is that going to be a character that I get to name? Also, is that frame rate supposed to be like that, or is it just my computer being slow? I sure hope it's supposed to look like that. Yes, that's a frame. Okay. It's like, man, if I can't play this in 1080p, I'm in trouble. I name no one. Oh, thank God. It's a lot of pressure to name all these characters. Oh, hey, Crystal T. No, Crystal Tier. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, my plan is to review it after I review Shadow of Destiny. I sure did, Jeff. I'm playing this on my Jukebox Hero rig, which is the $100 PC. Suffice it to say, I don't think that this computer would probably handle the more recent iterations. I mean, it's a quad core with 8 gigs of RAM and a 7800 GTX. I don't know. One of those things. Yep, $15 graphics card. Well worth it. Yeah, half the cost of this computer was actually in the SSD that I put in it. What was the music supposed to cut out early? Was that supposed to happen? No. Maybe the frame rate isn't supposed to be like this. That one is my rig. Oh dear. Maybe I should instead play the game in 30 frames. Or not 30 frames, but oh god, is it still going? Maybe I should play this in oh, that there, it's just sped up there a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I should switch this over to 720p. Yeah. Well, I already did adjust that, Jeff. That's the funny thing. Do I have every option besides that? I think I do, Boom Cannon. But the funny thing is, this is just the FMV, right? Oh my god. That's funny. Is there any way to skip this? Like, can I hit like start? Uh I don't think it's the game that has the issues. I'm pretty sure like part of it is super smooth there, but then some of it just ain't. Oh. I thought that looked really weird with a low frame rate. Yep, this is the $100 computer at work. Oh man. Is the toaster being toasty? Oh my god, this is that music seriously did cut out way early, didn't it? Or rather the movie is playing way slower than it should. All right, see you later, duo. That's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Yeah, legend. How many FMVs are there throughout this game, by the way? Are there a bunch? Should I really worry about that, or any minute now? Not many. Okay. That's pretty freaking funny. I do probably need to make an adjustment. It's so bright in here. I slept like a rock. Must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Okay, so his name was Joshua. Guess that's a no. Well, guess I better get myself ready then, too. I guess that's the trouble with going in 100% blind, is that I had no idea whether or not this computer could actually handle it in 1080p. Nice, Joshua! Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have the bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with the siren song of you're gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. Might have to scale it down to the DirectX 8 option. Maybe, I don't know. Is there a DirectX 8 option? We may be the same age, but I'm clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try to sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. Why are we not playing the PSP version? So I can play it in higher resolution, and because the PSP is tiny and cramps my hands, especially when I have to have a power cord plugged into the bottom, and then a video cable plugged into the bottom and USB plugged into the... It gets all over the place. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, the Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a little harder than it looks. Ain't that the truth? Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that I don't do something that uses my whole body. I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about you getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. Dreamy! Oh, thank you for that follow, Dreamy. Looks like I need to adjust my layers. All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. What should he sound like? I haven't found a good voice for him just yet. Let's see. Although, I feel kind of like it would... like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about my hobbies for now. Just wait until battle so I can hear his chants. Okay. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe it when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. How old are these guys supposed to be, anyway? Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? They're supposed to be 16? Okay. Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. Well, almost 16. Okay. That reminds me. Are you two finishing up your training at the guild? You two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. I don't think so. I asked it, so... And once we're finished, I mostly was just looking to make sure like they're not like 8 or something. It's hard to tell sometimes. And once we're finished, we'll be racers, just like you, Dad. I'm having a hard time reading it because I had to push the screen a lot further away. I think I might have to turn on the big text option. That means I'm going to let you treat me like I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, you should work extra hard on your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long until I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? What? A test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training? Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck in a ton of homework? Crap, I totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I sort of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain's like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? You're the one who raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike. But whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular that you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Rouen-style scalloped fish in balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. Oh, rude. But I could actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask of you before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News. Is that right? It's like libel, but with an R. The Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Welcome back, Out of the Shadows. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 Mira. As much as I love this game, need a nap before work. All right, Matt Cloud, well, thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good nap. Better get used to saying liberal. Am I saying it correctly here, or is it... Anybody got a pronunciation guide for liberal? Liberal? Is it liberal? Or is it liberal? Could be anything. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowances. You normally say it more like liberal, but less of an A. Kind of like liberal. Liberal. However, that means no wasteful spending. Oh, they say it like liberal in Cold Steel? Okay. Alright, thanks, Dad. Say it like a French word. Liberal. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Okay, so how old were they when he brought home Joshua? I mean, if he's already calling Cassius Dad, must have been a while, I guess. Work hard and give Scheherazade, Scheherazade, my regards. Whee! Oh, wow. Okay, well. Looks like my computer can at least run this part really well. Wow. Zoom. Okay, alright. By the way, there's a turbo button. Alright, Joshua Bright. And Estelle Bright. Well, I'm playing on a controller, so I have no idea. I want to use the boosted font in the next time. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe trying that real quick actually right now if you don't mind. No, Monsieur Derek. How we say French fries is golden sticks of the gods. Hey, lazy guy. Yeah, you have to exit and relaunch. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that real quick. Hope you don't mind. All right. Do. Any moment now. Yep, my desktop is pretty barren. Any minute now. I think liberal was intended to be a pun of liberal, but it's the liberal monarchy sandwiched between the authoritarian empire of the Erebonian Populist Republic of Calvard. Hey. There we go. Wait a minute. That... Uh-oh. There's something wrong with my controller. The joys of PC gaming. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what happened here. Hang on a second, guys. Is it my mouse? Well, my controller is my mouse. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can. Do. Alrighty. We'll just end that task for a second there. Alright, we'll just start Steam this way. Okay. All right. We'll try getting into the game this way. All right. So there we go. Now I can launch the configuration tool. Oh, and I can play the DirectX 8 version. Oh, maybe we'll try that one instead. Yeah, let's go ahead and launch the config tool here. Oh yeah, you can see my totally awesome setup here. All right, so before... I wonder if this will actually run better in DirectX 8 mode since I have such an old rig. Sorry, gonna try a little bit of this, a little bit of that. 60 frames cap. Yeah, and boost font size. Okay, let's try that. Do. There we go. There. I'm hoping that what's going to happen is now I can actually record the intro that I need for the review. All right, so I'm just gonna try to get through real quick and see how it plays the FMV. Oh yeah, and there was a turbo button, right? Let's see if I can figure out. Oh, you said it was like Alt or something? Yeah, looks like it's Control. All right, let's see if this plays any better now. Fingers crossed. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's any faster at all. All right, fine. Here, let's close out of that. Come on. Close. All right. I think I'll have to bump that down to 720p. This is going to go amazing. I do have a different laptop I could probably try using. I really don't know which would be better for me, though. DirectX 8 or the standard version, but, well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so we'll try that. Seriously? It's gonna play it in windowed mode? Oh, fine. I got a workaround for this. Here, oh crap, I can't even control my OBS right now because I had to move my controller over. Alright. One more time with the configs. I believe that there's an option to turn off windowed mode. Thanks for the bits out of the shadows. Okay, there we go. Oh. Capture software had to adjust to everything all over again. Yeah, I've heard that this is a pretty big game. Okay. We'll try this out now. Let's see if... Oh god. Do you guys hear that weird audio glitch issue now? Okay, here, I'm gonna restart my capture software. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, that sounds better now. Alright, go full screen game. There we go. Okay. There. Yep. All right. It's time for my favorite game. How potato is it? It's very potato. All right. Where's... Eh? I love potatoes. I'm glad that somebody likes potatoes out there. Potatoes need love too. All right. So we'll close that. I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna put the stream on hold for a moment. I'm gonna mess around with a couple of things and see if I can get this working any better. I'm gonna be back in like 10 minutes or so. All right. Okay. Back in... hang on. Where is it even? Timers. There we go. Okay, back in 10. Okay. Sorry about the wait. Nearly finished. All right. Here. Gotta make a quick change. Let's see. Studio mode. Gameplay. Okay. Well, that's weird. Now why is it only showing part of the window? Let's try that again. There we go. All right. All right. Sorry about that wait, guys. So we can go back. Turn off studio mode. Okay, so let's try this out now. Hopefully. All right, let's start with this one here. All right. All right, so I switched graphics cards from the dedicated one. We'll see if this is actually any better or worse than the dedicated GPU that I just removed. Okay. Yeah. Using your PS4 controller as a touchpad or a trackpad, not the greatest. All right. So, says it's launching. I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. Well, thing is, I don't even know what the turbo button is mapped to right now. But, yeah, it doesn't look like R2 is doing it. But I can just, it's a short intro. So I can just mash buttons real quick, I guess. Fingers crossed. I don't know. Is this better? Yeah, it's still bad though. Okay. Well, we're making some progress. Hang on a sec. Okay, so... Okay. All right. I'll close that. We'll go back to the config tool. Try to take it out of Steam Big Picture mode if I can. I mean, I can probably take it out of Big Picture mode. Is Big Picture mode pretty demanding? Oh wait. No, library. All right, config tool. Here, let's actually just try it without Big Picture, just in case that's part of what's causing it to be laggy. It's improved, but not entirely better out of the shadows. Okay, so it should load it up here in a minute, I think. I mean, hey, Sherry, how's it going? All right. Play. Well, I mean, I'm happy to be playing it too, but I mean, at some point it's going to start and then we'll have a good old time. Try launching the config tool. All right. All right. So I'll see if I can leave it at 1080. And yeah, we'll try borderless window mode. Start. Yo, Krovalk. Yeah. We're just doing some troubleshooting. Disable VSync? Maybe? I'll try disabling VSync next.
Hey, robots can be girls too.
She sure is, Alex Rend. Yep, playing Set Up the Game. All right, moment of truth. Is this any better? No, it's still not playing correctly here. It's so weird. Like the actual in-game stuff, fine, but it's this cutscene that's killing me. This game, the cutscenes are too powerful for my $100 computer. All right, so yeah, we'll try disabling VSync. All right, config tool. Well, I've capped the frame rate to 60. I don't think that'll be a problem though. Yeah, let's turn off VSync. And what does that mean? Device HAL versus ref? I don't even know. Uh, yeah, oh, I can disable movies. And just the frame limiter. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll leave it on HAL then. Thanks, Stonehenge. I mean, it's not important right now, but later on, like during the ending and stuff, it'll probably be important. Ah, man. I swear this happens with every game I start. I've got terrible luck. Google is my friend. Yeah. That's what I get for trying to do this entirely blind. It's like, oh yeah, I don't even want to try seeing if it runs well because, you know, I don't want to spoil anything for myself. All right. Okay, that looks smoother. Not quite 100% better though. But we're making progress. Yeah, we're definitely making progress. I think we're nearly there. Yeah, I remember like the first time we did it, I was like, "Oh, this is neat," and then it's timed. Oh, okay. I was like, "This is pretty neat," and then like the music cut out and is like still playing for another like 3 minutes. I'm like, "Oh God, this is not gonna work." Ah, all right. Config tool. All right. I mean, is there a way to turn just no texture filtering? I guess texture filtering might not even matter for a movie. Here, what is light mode? Okay. 320 by 200. Oh God. Let's try to keep it at 1080. Okay. Put it at auto or 30. Well, I mean, I think the limiter just means don't go over this amount. And in-game, it's fine. It's just that cutscene that's killing me. And the irony is that the cutscene's probably like 720p. I guess this is a shadow of destiny. Thanks, Tenshi. Yeah, these are M50Xs. And how do I like the sound? I love them. I use them for editing and for playing games because, yeah, it's what I use for everything. I like them a lot. Well, seems the same. Yeah, that's pretty much right, Samuelo. I do recommend if you do pick these up, get some better replacement pads, like some memory foam leather pads for the ears. Otherwise, because the stock ones are pretty um. I don't know if I want it fixed. Well, thanks, Out of the Shadows. um, but yeah, the stock pads that come with the headphones kind of hurt. All right, config tool. All right, and we'll drop it down to 720p. Nope, they're closed. They're closed back. And I do prefer that for, voiceover work and for editing. I like the isolated environment. All right. Can we play it in 1080p? Hang on. Dang it. I don't want to play in 720p windowed. All right. There, we'll do this in full screen mode. And I didn't mean to say okay, I meant to say play. Do they get warm? A little bit. I mean, I don't ever get sweaty ears. I've never really had that issue. Oh. We actually get like a different picture sometimes. That's interesting. Alright. Let's see if this is any better in 720p. If it isn't, I don't know what to say. I really wish I could run this in 1080 though. Oh god, I can see some screen tearing. Maybe it just wasn't as apparent in 1080. I mean, it seems better. Ish? It's still too slow. And it's got that tearing. Oh. All right. Ugh. I'm just glad I have you guys here to assist me with the troubleshooting of this. Because like I said, I've said this a few times. I don't play PC games. Like ever. Alright, so... God, what? Okay, so VSync probably needs to be on. Somebody said to switch to ref. We'll try that. Why don't I try that laptop I mentioned? No, don't do ref. Yeah, I do have a laptop that I might try instead. But that'll also require me to just download the whole thing. All right. Hey, Tsurayu, how's it going, man? Well, here, let's do straight up light mode. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that. uh Did I check out the mod? Tsurayu, I got problems. Oh, put the frame on auto.
Senpai noticed me?
Hey, thank you so much for the resub, man. You think turning off the frame limiter is really gonna be beneficial? Okay, well, okay. We'll set it to just auto, and we'll try 1080. No, actually, I'm that's shooting a little too high. Let's try 720p. Boost font size. Okay. Hey, Amalin. Thank you so much. Thank you for those bits, buddy. Okay. So we'll just start. So yeah, Tsurayu, the problem that I'm running into is that my frame rate is awful during FMVs. During gameplay, it's fine. But the FMVs are killing us. You're back from cooking up some fries? Welcome. Alright, fingers crossed. I do like the way the game looks, though. It's kind of interesting. They kind of look like clay characters, like kind of like claymation sprites, kind of like Super Mario RPG sprites. All right. Nope, that's slow again. I have to turn off VSync also, I think. Ugh. It hurts. Oh god. My capture software is freaking out. It does not like these it does not like those at all, those resolution changes. Oh god. What? Okay. This is going amazingly. Absolutely. Oh god, it's not my capture software, I guess. Don't you just love it when everything goes well? Uh let's try restarting the computer. Yeah. Yeah, funny thing that uh you know what? I'm gonna step away for another moment. I'm gonna go grab my laptop, and while this happens, I'm gonna go just see if I can start downloading Trails in the Sky on my laptop instead. I'll be right back. God. Okay, and that's gonna be like 5 minutes ish. That's not it. Okay. Alright guys, I got my laptop. Problem is, I don't know if you guys can help me with this or not. Can you do tech support? I've never done... I don't use Steam ever, and now when I'm trying to download Trails in the Sky, it's only giving me the option to stream it from my crappy computer over there. Like, let me install this thing. I don't know if you guys know how to do anything about that or not. But we'll figure this out. Do I have to uninstall it from this old computer first? I wonder if that's the case. You shouldn't need to. It's not currently running well. No, it is not currently open on the potato. Let's see. I'll try Googling this. Well, this is weird. I found that same Google search result, and there's a tiny play button. And when I click that, it just asks as if I want to. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't end up working right. Oh look, my computer's acting like a potato again. That's... Oh. I just had to turn off that computer. Alrighty then. Well, it's downloading. Alright, so we're going to try it on my laptop next. And my laptop is a bit newer. I mean, it's Core i5, Windows 7 machine. Should be fine. But it's going to take a second to download. I'm going to go ahead and switch out the computers, the HDMI cords. God, what a train wreck. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. All right. Sorry about that. We are just about ready, I think. Okay. All right. Do we need to fund the toaster or a panini press? I don't know. I hope not. I hope that I can do what needs to be done with this thing. Um. Okay. Why is it not showing up on the screen now? Okay. Whoop. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. So, let's see if this is any better. Oh, I gotta use my laptop controls. God dang it. Wait, why is it? Why is it? I thought I chose. Oh God, is my laptop's outputting at 4K? Dang it! Hang on a second. Okay. All right. Fingers crossed. Hey, Smitey. My evening's going fantastically. How about yours? All right. We've only been troubleshooting this game for about an hour and a half, man. Yeah. Basically where we are right now is I'm playing on a different computer altogether. All right. About the moment of truth. Why is this in like ultra wide? Okay, that looks like it's synced way better. We done it! Good game. Good stream, everybody. I'd like to thank my fans for believing in me. I'd like to thank my university for letting me buy this laptop for $50. You're heading to bed. All right, Mr. Gatsby. At least, hey, you ended the stream on a on the climax. It's only downhill from here. Alrighty. Wow, this scene looks so much better in a decent frame rate. Oh, no. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. Ah. All right. That's how we do things here on SuperDerek Streams, the most professional stream in all of the internet. How was it fixed? By playing on a different computer. This is my laptop. I noticed that hiccup. That hiccup though was not Trails. It wasn't not my computer. That was my capture card, I guess. I think. We good? We good? Hey Anubis. I think so. I did all the main quest and all the side quest lines. And that's a wrap. It actually ended on the right timing and everything. All right, there we go. Now I got to get all the Crossbell games, get Cold Steel 1 and 2 before 3 comes out in the month. No pressure. Oh yeah, we got this, guys. We got this. But why is this all in like ultra wide? Yeah, I do tech support for a living. Just not very good for myself, I guess. All right. It's actually 0118999. Yep. All right. I'm going to get back through all of this to the point where we last saved. Yep, that's the truth, Zurayu. Like, what is NISA? Oh, it's Nippon Ichi Software of America. It's the localizing branch of the company that exists here in the States. They flubbed a localization of Ys 8, and even though they fixed it, they've never lived it down. Alrighty. Now, I'm gonna tempt fate, sort of. Not really. But I do want to see if I can... I want to stop using the 4K capture utility because it adds lag. And I'm going to try just the HD capture software for Elgato. See, that's stupid. It says that it's 2160p, but it's not. Okay, fine. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Oh god, I screwed this up. Hang on. There. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I had to make an adjustment so the screen went black for a second. My bad. All right. Well, time to do stuff. Finally. By the way, Dad, is it going to be all right if you stay home like this instead of going to the guild today? You have been here a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. Is there like checking pots and stuff for items in this game? Very rarely. Nope. Oh man. Oh god. What? No. Stop! Oh. Ah. Oh, man. Okay, hang on. Oh, God. That's... Avert your eyes. Crap. Okay, I'm going to change a couple of settings here. Let's see. What I need to do is change my controller settings, I do believe. Turn on PlayStation configuration. There, exit big picture. All right. We'll see if this fixes the issue. Hey, that works. Wow, I actually fixed that one really quick. Ah, thank God for small favors, right? Yo, dude. We just finished doing all the troubleshooting. But what did I break with that fix? That's the eternal question, isn't it? Have I been tweaking this in the entire time? Yes. Yes, I have, Duo. we seriously... Well, I don't need to change controllers anymore. Murphy, is that you? You really haven't missed very much, Deflated Badger. Except for maybe about an hour and a half of troubleshooting. We are literally just past the opening cinematic. Here's a standing log for staff practice. I know, you have literally you've arrived for the best part. It's like I tell people when I'm because I'm in tech support, whenever I'm in a room with a computer, there's like a 70% chance that whatever problem was afflicting the person before I got there will just disappear. And then there's like a 5% chance. A 5% chance that it'll just fail catastrophically. Yo, what's that? Finor Kronos. Welcome to the stream, man. Well, I'm excited to be playing this game now, finally. Unfortunately, up to this point, the stream has been kind of a fail. So, we're ready to go now. Do I have tech support certificates? No. I've never had a job that required certificates. And I once had a position where I could have been like reimbursed for certificates. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll go get a certificate. And my boss was like, yeah, you could do that, but I wouldn't really bother with... I was like, I'm gonna get my A+ certification. He's like, actually, you don't want that. Like, really? He's like, yeah, it actually looks bad on a resume if you put an A+ certification. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, A plus is apparently it's so remedial as far as like certifications go that like if that's all you have on your resume, that it's actually kind of to your detriment. It's like saying I got an A plus in spelling when you're like going to work in like, I don't know, journalism or something. Still, Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you? Spelling. Exactly. I hope I didn't offend anybody with an A plus certification. These were like my boss's words, not mine. How about you just be quiet and keep your comments to yourself? Well, fine. I guess we're gonna go the other direction. Mildly offended, yes. Do I know ITIL? It sounds very familiar, but I don't recall what the acronym stands for off the top of my head. I know all the good ones. All the important ones, though. ID10T, PEBCAC. Like the really good certifications to have are like the Cisco certifications, though. That's one of them. Or that's actually a few of them. Yeah, the opening's really good now that it's synced with the music and everything. Okay, so is that was the opposite way of where I was supposed to go, I guess. So where's the correct direction? Yeah, I know that's home. And he said, Joshua said I was going the wrong way, but I don't see any other exits. Oh, maybe I should check here. North is Roland, and then south is Garoon Gate. Okay, so I went south, but I really need to go northeast from here. Okay. Aha! I are good navigator. Always go west. Try telling you before you start, but make sure you examine chests that you've already opened. Oh, okay. It looks like we made it a good time, despite your terrible directions. Not too early and not too late either. I just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed I'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know what you would expect to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. All right, then. Let's get to it and make it through the last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara and the Bracer Guild over there, then. Good ol' over there. Shara is the best. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Uni. Aren't Luke and Pat with you today? They were here just a minute ago. Oh, hey, Grayson. Thank you for the host, buddy. Hey, everybody from Grayson's stream. I'm SuperDerek. We're playing through Trails in the Sky. And after 2-ish hours of troubleshooting, we finally got it all working on PC. It's fantastic. The two of them suddenly took off and went somewhere. Let's see. Let's go exploring a little bit here. This is pretty cool, though. the game sort of looks a lot like a slightly evolved vision of both Grandia and Super Mario RPG, I think. Septian calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the liberal royal family Septian Church and Relent City. 1192, destroyed during the 100-Day War when Relent was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Okay, I don't care anymore. Alright, let's see. Some shops and stuff. Bend bar. What's here? It doesn't care anymore after one lore thing. You're in for a treat. Well, I mean, it was just like, I didn't know how many screens of text it was going to go on about, like, oh, this thing was built and then destroyed and then built and destroyed and built and then destroyed in this year. Like, I don't need to know the years. Just give me the gist. Give me the cliff notes. So anyone want to bet as to when Derek will finish the game? Say summertime? Oh no. Unbelievable. My husband knocked over his bookshelves again. The room was now so dusty I can't even go inside. Glory to the Kingdom. Compendium of Ornament Technology. A Guide to the Roland Region. The Septian Church and the Bracer Guild. I wonder where I left that book. I just bought the other day. It looks like I'm going to have to put these books in order. Probably July by the... Well, thank you very much for your votes of confidence, everybody. Talk to all the NPCs, it's worth it. I did hear somebody say that. In the first town, right?
That boy. Where could Luke have gone? He took off without a bite of breakfast.
Everyone dialogue changes after major events in the entire game. Oh my god. That's really cool. Thanks, Stonehenge.
Why, thank you, young whippersnapper.
Alright, a bend bar. Yes, I've already made arrangements regarding the lumber. I'm looking for septum. Looking into the septium right now. Simon, listen to me and listen well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber and septium. Ignoring the potential risks, I'm going to buy as much as I can with the budget. Going into voice acting now. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, hasn't it, Elisa? Is there something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. We're actually on our way to the bracer training now. Oh, is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career or goal and is working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different from everyone else, though. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought it was very like you to pick an unusual route, that's all. Oh, that's right. Tio decided that she was going to help out with her parents' farm. She even said for all of us to go up and visit her sometime. So that's what Tio decided on, huh? Yep, sure am, Mr. JRPG. We just started this game. Let's see, yesterday's sales totaled. Our breakfast service has been going on really well. Sometimes my husband comes up with the good ideas. Tio is uncle in Spanish. Don't need to buy nothing yet. Welcome to the dark side. Well, I've been hearing about this series for, what's the word? Ever. And I figured it was finally time to maybe dip my toe in the water. Forever by everyone. Yeah, basically. That about sums it up. Hey!
Welcome back to the Super Friends.
Trails. Thank you for the resub, Deflated Badger. Very much appreciated. Alright, Mayor's residence. Yeah, let's just bust in on the mayor. That sounds like a good plan. Oh, sweet. Hang on. I can go to option. Yeah, right analog stick rotation. That's awesome. Yeah, this is blind hobbin'. I mean, mostly blind. I might ask for things here and there. No, I can see. I'm not Crayson or nothing. I don't play my games blindfolded. I'm so busy. The mansion's quite big. I've got the serving, cleaning, and washing to do. Mornings are always super busy for a maid. But yeah, it's still crazy to me that Grayson will actually play Earthbound with his monitor turned off and just like talk to the chat and have them play through him. Or get his directions through chat. That's awesome. But that would take so much patience. Oh. Can I open the chest? Ah, Mayor.
Ah, good morning, Estelle and Joshua.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor Klaus. Good morning.
I've been hearing great things about the both of you. So, you're undergoing bracer training, aren't you? Having such youngsters sign up by themselves to become bracers and protect everyone is inspiring.
It was actually a lot of fun. I should give it a try sometime. I don't know about that, Grayson. Yeah. That sounds like quite a challenge.
I expect great things out of you.
We'll do our best. Oh. I'm guessing there's probably not a whole lot else here. I want to open these chests, though. Give me the money. Oh, you can open chests? You just have to be open just right, or positioned just right? Here. Let's try... He's lying. Thank you. Well, I'm playing on PC with a PS4 controller. I think that I can still hack this one and get some Japanese audio put in here.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. My, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, good morning. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. It has been a while since I saw the both of you. I'm impressed to see you visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning, Father Divine. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more time than a few times during your Sunday school days, Estelle. So, have you changed your attitude on life since your graduation? A bit, I guess. It looks like there are a little time before the morning mass begins. So, how about I give you both a special sermon? No thanks. Why am I getting thrown into the mix here? It's almost time for Mass. Mylene is already here, so I'd better hurry along.
Guess that's not a door. Hey, Farrell. Yeah, I usually stream between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Central Time, if that helps. Yeah, I was already here. Alright, we can check hotel. I think I was already at the hotel.
Take me with you. I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with.
Oh yeah, those Vita memory cards. And yeah, those were lame. Same with PSP memory cards. It's almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the guild house on the South Avenue.
Oh, all right.
South Avenue? Racer Guild. There we go.
There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Iana.
Ina? Whatever. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. All right. Hey, Ryoshin. Welcome to the stream, dude. The Star and the Hanged Man, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, inverse though, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. Should I interpret this? Good morning, Ashera. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get the show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ear like it usually does. Joshua! Shara's picking on me! Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, it acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency of putting her nose to everything. Stick her nose in everything. Her instincts are sharp, and so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbiment with some practice eventually. Probably. Hey, Square fan, how's it going? I guess there's not much I can do now except for hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't just standing up for me there. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what are you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to be in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? No, that's surprising to hear. Actually, it's the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we started your final training. Yep. Sorry, Out of the Shadows. Yeah, my text that I'm trying to read, the screen actually has to be further away from me so I can get this nice wide angle shot to put up here. So the screen has to be really far away, and this text is too tiny on this screen. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information I've covered in your previous trainings. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. What would you like to know about? Nothing. Let's go. We got this. About orbiments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of... Here, I'm just going to read from this screen. A variety of effects can be produced depending on the structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection with this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Alright, let's learn about bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manage the affairs of the bracers in each region. Alright, the Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal in which we live sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar in support for Liberal and protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by Erebonian Empire, Erebonian Empire, it was the use of the orbital power airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Well, I appreciate you saying so, man. It's not easy. All right, I guess that's all. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, let's let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, it means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. Maybe I should be a VA for female JRPGs. I don't know about that. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you are ready. Soviet Russia desk study, you. Yes, that is seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you just you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Ina, are they ready? Yes, they are. All right, you two, get over there go get one for each of yourselves. Words. All right. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. You received Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may anything you may hear or anything you may find and where God, the text is so small. Okay. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me that was my ears playing tricks on me because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is as an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. You know, fun fact, watching you play and stuff, most city cops are actually entirely independent of one another. There's not like, at least here in the States, there's not like an overarching like police like standard of way of doing things. It's one of the things I learned when I was doing body camera training for law enforcement body cameras. I actually went to like several different police stations all across the state or all across the country to do training, and yeah, they are completely like just independent of one another. It's kind of weird that it's not like on some sort of federal level, like kind of from a top down. You'd think there'd be some sort of like top down like mandate of how things work. Nope. Make sure you do. All right then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation point mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. And just where do you think you're going? We aren't finished with training. What was going here? Alright, training retrieval. Client, Sherazard. Pay, 500 Mira. Details, direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Brolent and bringing the contents of a chest. See Sherazard. See Charizard for details. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will automatically be recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu and can also be accessed by configuring the Bracer Book shortcut on the Configuration menu. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Good job, it looks like you learned how to read. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for the bracers. Man, this is all that talk about duty starting to cramp my style. Sure, there's lots of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. What? Is that so? Is that supposed to... Is that... That's a typo, right? Is that so? I had a change of heart. Had a change of heart, had you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get back on your next task. What will we be doing this time? It's not a typo, it's lore. Oh. Is that so? We'll be heading across the street to the Mr. Melder's orbital... God, it's like a tongue twister. Mr. Melder's orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. He just sneaked it in to say hi to me. Aww. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things to make sure you are on your best behavior. Okay. Here's where you will learn how to use the orbital function factory services. At an orbital factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer's business is a pretty busy occupation, so the guild has a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. A long-standing relationship with these factories that have only existed for about 50 years. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here.
No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it you would like to know about?
Orbiments. There's a ton of reading in this game. You may want to rethink your voiceovers. I'll think about that, Hobbin.
Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects throughout the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airships, engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, it's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but other slots will be open at the orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of septith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So, what is it you would like to know about?
Oh, man. All right, Deflated Badger, thanks for hanging out, man. I don't know how much longer this stream is going to go, but it's fun to hang out, man. We'll be resuming this stream on Wednesday, so Derek's voice is going to be hoarse after Wednesday night. Oh no.
Simply put, orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within the mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are... There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, the corresponding quartz must be first synthesized at the orbital factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner would be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of the installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water element value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So, what is it you would like me to know about? Quartz, I guess. Quartz are circuits made from Sifith.
Wait, did he say, is it Sepith or Sepith?
Quartz has a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while continuously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. So, Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the Orbital Factory, it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. So, what is it you would...
Okay, that's it. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all of your questions. Is there nothing else that... if there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some Sepith. You received several types of each elemental Sepith. With that amount, you should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally, at a shop, you would be able to exchange Sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service.
Okay. Upon approaching the counter, a talk... Yeah, okay. Good work so far. If you need to use the Orbital Factory, give Freddy a holler over there.
Hang on. How do I save? Can I pull up a save menu here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I thought I had the font size boost already turned on. That's the weird thing. Yeah. Okay. Let me see, what time is it? Okay. Yeah, we have time to keep playing. I just realized I hadn't saved in a while. Just so you know, there is an autosave that occurs every time you enter a new screen. Oh, really? God, isn't the future wonderful? Alright. Hi there. It looks like you two are doing well in your training. If you would like to modify your orbments, please select the Modify and Trade service. Okay. Alright, so we need to synthesize some quartz. I think check my orbment before synthesizing. Orbment. Okay. So all quartz is okay. And then he needs time quartz only. I didn't see any way to synthesize a time quartz though. So action is the time one? Okay. Oh, time is black. Okay, cool. And Dynasty says he would recommend action 1 orbment, so water 1 or a water orbment and a third one of my choice. Okay. And buy slots to open them and then quartz to equip. Oh, okay. So I gotta open slots first. Oh, it's already open. Okay, but that's where I would go to open a slot. And it would cost 500 Mira to do that. No, that's how much Mira I have. Okay, it requires Sepith to unlock. Okay. So we can grab that one. That one. Okay. The system is kind of complicated, but really nice once you get it down. Okay. What's horrible art? Okay. Attaching hit point 1 will give me a healing spell. Okay. Do I have to unlock another? I would have to unlock another slot. All right, looks like you were able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts. Wait, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install the quartz into your orbment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be installed in the orbment screen. The orbment screen can be utilized by selecting the orbment menu. Wait, what? Yeah, Farrell, I'm playing on PC. So what did you want me to do? Install quartz into your orbment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Figure it out by looking at the arts and quartz charts on your bracer notebooks. Oh, I see. Alright, looks like you've both got recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allows you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your orbments. The more slots you have available to you, the broader the range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea for you to open them up early on. Now I want you to use the Sipith and open up a slot on each of your orbments. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Okay. So we'll pick slot. Is there any reason to use any of these in particular? No other reason than the line that they are in? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. The orbment, that's, I guess, what the orbment is, right? That's the representation of the orbment. Alright, well, I'll just, I'll unlock a thing here. And I don't have enough to open in these. I see you managed to open one of your orbment slots, Estelle. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular element, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, it seems no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help.
Don't mention it. Good luck with that test of yours.
We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua! All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point.
Understood.
What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebook, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listed mentioning searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Ah, divine Eidos. I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such a wonderful gift since sewers. So what you're saying is that you thought there was a paper test? No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital factory. Yeah, it's not her fault. She was dropped on her head. I can already feel the nostalgia. All these horrible days stuck in a classroom are going to start feeling like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll ever be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to remain positive, reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try and at least do a little, look a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident about proving yours, not just blowing hot air with the results on your test. Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland's sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of the chest, which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there. So if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be dead. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Received Tear Bomb. Just found my collection of PS2 games in my storage shed. Nice! Forgot you had Ark the Lad, Twilight of Spirits. Awesome. What's this book for? It's called The Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Dad joke? Here's one. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's really heavy and the other's a little lighter. Whenever you forget an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of... Or whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate... Blah, 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 words. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. And that's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock this test out. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam, so we should make sure we treat it as such. Alrighty then. Let's save the game. So, does this game have random... There appears to be a recovery point up over there. Let's use it if our HP and EP become low before engaging in any further battle. Orbment charging stations are recovery points set up in the dungeon areas. As a recovery point is approached, an exclamation will choice the OK by selecting rest option. All HP and EP will be restored. Sounds like a plan to me. Token sewer right off the bat. I'm pretty happy about that. Tell me. I mean, I guess you don't have to tell me, but if there's ever a prison escape sequence in this game, I'll be very happy. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of battle will change depending on how the monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Alright, battle order bar is over on the left. It indicates from top to bottom. Yeah, it starts from the top and moves down. Cool. Oh, that orbment on the right looks kind of interesting. Bad joke, here's one. What does a pirate pay for his corn? A buccaneer. Alright. Well, what does move do here? Oh. Okay, so this game is sort of like a tactical RPG in a way. Attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you are using a mouse. Look. The highlighted area indicates a distance a character can move. Oh, okay, so when I used move, I just kind of forfeit my turn, I guess. When an enemy is out of range, you can't attack. This icon will appear. Okay. Move away from enemies, you think? I mean, I can't, like... Oh, you can just choose to attack an enemy and it'll move closer to that enemy. Well, that's kind of nicely streamlined. Are there any sort of advantages for attacking an enemy from behind it? Positioning and that sort of thing?
We rule!
Alright, Man, I think I've mastered the battle system. Here comes some more! Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts and not physical attacks. Okay! Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts may also during attached blocks roll, but they require time to be cast. EP is consumed. Okay. Alright. All arts have elements. Determine the element most effective. Shoots a heavy stream of water at an enemy. Alright. There you go. Soul Blur. It's a time-space shaking pulse. Alright, Squirtle, use water gun. It's super effective.
We're good to go!
Alright. I got a crisp onion in the sewer. Sweet, let's go eat that. Let's go get our EP back. Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Sewer onion, not quite as nice as pocket cake. A close second, though. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that! Crafts have range limits, but can be used instantly. CP is gained by dealing out damage or receiving damage during battle. So I'm guessing that's like craft points. Crafts are character-specific skills, which not only deal out damage, but also have a broad range of effects. Using crafts consumes craft points, and you gradually gains by dealing damage or receiving damage in battle. Alright, morale. A shout to encourage allies. So beats an enemy senseless with a series of attacks. Well, that sounds like more fun. Guess I can't use it yet, though.
Come on!
I haven't Dynasty, but I have played, God, what's it called? There's a game on PSP that I played through that instead of monsters dropping money and stuff, they all drop like scales and claws and stuff, and they can all just really easily be sold for money instead. It's like, I don't even think that they're crafting items, really. No, not Monster Hunter. It was an RPG. It's one that I reviewed, Hexus Force.
good to go.
Alright, got a reviving balm. The chest is empty because of you. Nice work, hero. The most overrated RPG that I've played? Oh god, don't make me. You realize that when you're asking that, you're like, that's like asking me to piss off as many people as I possibly can, right? The door is rusted and appears to be locked. Oh, what a surprise! Another creepy thing. I wish there was an easier way to deal with, to take care of them. One blow using S-Craft or S-Brick should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is, our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. These devastating attacks can only be unleashed when the craft point gauge is above 100. S-Breaks are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring battle order. S-Crafts, which are unleashed as S-Breaks, can be changed by going into tactics and then cool. Press the something button to try to. I can't make out what button that's supposed to be. Oh god, is that supposed to be an Xbox? Press the 1 key. I don't have a keyboard. My keyboard's up all the way over there. You think it's square? Oh, I have to. Okay, I have to actually move my cursor over it.
Here I come!
That seemed like overkill.
Let's do this! That's that then. Let's move out.
All right. Oh, can't even move the. So that's the treasure chest we were after, huh? If we've made it this far, the rest is gonna be a piece of cake. Seems we've got a little breathing room, at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. During battle, there are several bonuses that can be. Hey, Brian, thank you so much for the sub, dude. During battle, there are several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are allotted to an ally or a foe. Using S breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easier to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. Okay, so the I see. Those are the turn bonus things. Okay. Battle order bonus. These icons indicate bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they will receive that bonus. Oh, thanks, Brian. I appreciate it, buddy. All right.
We're good to go.
And another crisp onion and a curative horn. And a juicy bone. Found small box ×2.
That's weird.
There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. And the fact that it's not just one, but two is kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside.
Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside the boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective.
You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy little peek, right?
If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest.
Did you just say the F word?
Yep, opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of that box would likely belong to a client. As long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them.
I know, you're right, Joshua. But I just can't help myself.
You absolutely have to know what's inside. Why not ask Miss Shara when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here.
All right.
By looking inside the chest again, you flunk! Just kidding.
Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Hand it over a small box times 2. Yep, they're the real deal, all right. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. Oh, that was a close one.
I figured you would try and set us up like that.
Congratulations on the both of you. To the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shara, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know, and for you to find out. After your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now. Let's get back to work. You two have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you say that we just passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that both of you are tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight.
Agreed. Seems like we're reaching our... words. Agreed. Seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal.
Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch, and as you already know by now, Aina is in charge of the Relent branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from both of you. Now that we are here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training?
Upon approaching the counter, blah blah, okay.
If you passed your qualification exam, then there's one thing left to do.
Received payment for training retrieval. Joshua Racer, 9th class, total BP 0, jobs completed 0. 1. And payment in Mira 500. Current rank is Junior Bracer, 9th class.
Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objectives without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you will receive. You will also accumulate points, which are known as BP, Bracer Points. BP are an indicator of your achievement as a Bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a Bracer and be rewarded with a piece of a special equipment by the guild. The rank of a junior starts at 9 and goes all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira and BP you receive will also be recorded in your Bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Ina, and sorry about putting more work on your plate than usual today. Don't worry about it. Training new Bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? And knowing Shara, it'll involve the whip. Let me say it again. Good work to you. You now have officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you will be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then.
Sherazard holds out 2 small boxes.
Aren't those boxes the ones... The answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying it's okay that we open them? That's right. Why don't the two of you have a look at what's inside? Sweet! All right, let's have a look.
Estelle and Joshua open their boxes. Received Junior Bracer Emblem.
This crest is...
So, does this mean we're...
Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day, at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend the peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild!
So, I'm a Bracer now, huh?
I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua! You should be jumping for joy and running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this! Look at us! Now, world! We did it!
I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed.
I hate to interrupt the celebration, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during the busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate the trouble that you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of the Bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father, Cassius, trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers. Rely on early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And In time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that tonight. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Sherazard, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come off as a surprise that you would see him as that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry up and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. Right. Alrighty. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's going on? Oh, great, it's Estelle remark. And what's with the hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know that there's no room for girls to be sticking their nose in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer, you wannabe. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Liberal than in the milk that comes from the Perzel farm. What? No way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, just as a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should going around on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now, a high pony on your... now, a high pony, on the other hand... Quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck, cynic, brat you call your friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can't accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle... What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just like you know. Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. And that means no little kids who are going to go to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm going to train that secret base. I'm going to go train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm going to be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. All right, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. Wait, if you're an adult at 16, makes you wonder what the general life expectancy is? Well, it's Japan, and Japan has kind of a, well, long life expectancy, and also considers people adults very early on. So... That boy Luke, he's always trying to pick up fights with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something. Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be inspiring at times. That's not really what I meant by curious. Alright, well, let's save. Alrighty then. And I think this is probably a good stopping point as any, as we're going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to our ending sequence, and we can see who we can go drop in on. So, guys, what is my computer set up right now? Why is my computer up to my right? Wait, what? Read that again. Why is your computer up to your right? Oh, that's actually my big TV that my main computer displays on. Yeah, it's up and to my left. I've got like a 50-inch TV where this game is actually playing full screen, and then where I'm looking at you guys is a very smaller screen. That that is what I actually play from for the most part. So, let's see, who's currently out there streaming in the Twitchverse? Hang on a second. Gotta reload my page here. Okay, looks like we got some options for people to drop in on. And let's see who we got. Well, it looks like Dreamy Warrior is currently making his way through Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So I think... Oh. Wait a minute. Is Baku... Oh my god, hey, did Baku just raid? Hang on a second. How did I get 46 viewers here? Did Baku just come here, or... Yeah, we just wrapped up for the night. Sorry about that, Apollo. Oh, sorry guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and I think we're gonna drop in on Dreamy, who appears to be playing through some Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Technically not an RPG, but it's still one of my all-time favorite games. So, what do you guys think? Sound good? Oh, really? Peaked at 60 tonight. God, I sure hope that didn't happen during all that troubleshooting I was doing earlier. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and helping me through all that troubleshooting earlier today. That was pretty rough. All right, Dreamy Warrior 00. I was at least 55 during tech support. Oh no. All right. Well, guys, let's go hang out with Dreamy Warrior. I'll see you guys after the jump. Have a good night. And again, thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys there.